Welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how a relatively easy painting and painting rocks and waves and splashes, that sort of thing. So it's inspired by my Cornwall visit recently. So I do have original sort of references. However, I have sort of used somewhat imagination. I've made sort of bits up, but the elements of the reference photo is still the same. So it's rather a nice photograph that I took, but I just wanted to paint more of the sort of splashing waves. Just a few more rocks I've added. And this is not far from Newquay. It's I believe it's called Fiscal Beach, and that's where the reference is loosely based on. So I've got quite a bit of a little bit of greenery, and I've sort of made a bit more sort of greenery on the top of the rocks. And I'm just introducing a bit of colour coming down, just make it a bit more interesting. The original photograph is quite grey and not much really going on in the rocks. So I just thought I'd tweak that a little bit and add colour. When you're doing painting, you have all these decisions to make. You can sort of loosely base it around the reference and then sort of take it from there. If you feel it needs a splash of colour, then just go ahead and do that. There really is no rules with art. It's entirely up to your interpretation. So as long as you've got some sort of foundation, a reference to go from, you're really sort of free to go from there. So you can see I've left the colours to blend together. The colour I'm actually using, I think it's one of my super granulating paints. I'm pretty sure it's the I think it's a Tundra Violet. I'm not sure, but it's either that or the indigo colour. So I've mixed that. I've let that mix with the yellow ochre on the side of the cliff. Well, it looks pretty much like a cliff, rocks, cliffs, yeah. And I've just added, I'm using that as my the shadow and the darks in the painting. So I'm just looking for a bit more interest, a bit more. If I've got granulation going on, then that's something that I'm absolutely fine with. Oh, and I did actually use some masking fluid. You may have spotted that at the beginning of the video. And this masking fluid is blue. It's off-white in colour. It's slightly blue. And so I wanted to mask out the waves, the crash of the waves, sort of the water spraying up. I wanted to add a bit more drama to the scene than actually is in the photograph. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to sort of do my own thing as well based on the photograph. The photograph was quite calm, quite not much to it, so I wanted to use that as a point of reference. So with the masking fluid on, I'm just going over, covering, trying to get as dark as I can, besides the masking fluid, going over the masking fluid as dark as I can, and then that will show up. You'll see as I remove the masking fluid how that sort of how that looks with a darker background. So it's a really simple scene. If you are new to watercolors, if you're still beginning, still learning the medium, then this is a perfect painting to do, because there's not really much to it. It's one of the simpler sort of paintings you can do. Just knowing how to do it, and once you've got the sort of idea, just go ahead and jump in, and I'm sure you can make a successful painting from this sort of tutorial. So I hope you enjoy this one. It really is quite simple. give it a go. If you are new to watercolours, if you just found my channel, then please do subscribe, leave me a comment. Also, I'd appreciate if you give me a thumbs up for this video. Obviously, the more likes, the more comments, the more interaction I get, the better than my video does with the algorithm. So I really do appreciate all those comments that you leave. You can begin to see how the painting sort of gets a life of its own. Once you start adding those darker tones, the lighter tones pop, and it gives that sort of three-dimensional look. It just makes the painting just come alive, in my opinion. Just makes it more realistic, more sort of three-dimensional. So it's always worthwhile with watercolours. I know for me, when I first started, it was hard to sort of keep going and add the darker tones. Some of the paintings that I did do back a few years ago, they almost looked unfinished, looked quite washed out and just too pale. They had no sort of darker tones. So you just got to keep on going, just add those darks, and it's once you start adding those darks, that's when things really do start coming together. Things start to look just make a lot more sense. Things look a lot better, and so just keep going. If you're struggling with watercolor, if you do like I do, it's kind of the opposite of overworking. I know a lot of people do overwork watercolours, but it's never something that's happened to me. I don't recall. For me, it was more of just not carrying on. So it's almost like not finishing. So you just got to add the darks, and you can see how the lights sort of shine a bit more, how the contrast, and when I remove the masking fluid, you'll see how the sort of spray sort of stands out. I don't think I mentioned the materials I'm using. For today's painting, I'm using my Schmincke horadam paints. I'm using Fabriano cold press £140. I just like the £140 because I find it good for both texture and sort of semi-detailed work, so you can get those realistic paintings. And you can also get the looser sort of style work. So I find £140 cold pressed is sort of medium. I'd say it's somewhere in the middle. So it's a good paper to start with, good paper to practice with, and it gives you all the benefits of sort of rough and sort of the smoother sort of paper. And of course, I'm using my regular sort of squirrel mop brushes and my Da Vinci mop brushes, and Just the usual ones that I use each and every single painting. I do find that I just use the same brushes. If that's you, then leave us a comment. Let me know. I would like some new brushes, so I would like some recommendations. Drop us a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you recommend. I'd be interested to find what you recommend. Don't forget, if you've found this video interesting, I do have quite a few. Well, I've started a series of watercolour paintings of Cornwall. It was a recent holiday that we had the summer. So if you are interested in seeing more of those videos, then don't forget to check those videos out. And I've still got quite a few videos to do from photographs that I've taken. So if you want to join me and watch the rest of those videos as I upload, then please do subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified each time I post. I do like to post videos each and every Monday, just fit around my schedule. So don't forget to hit the notification bell, and you will receive notifications of any of those new videos. So coming quite close to the finish of this video. It's quite an interesting painting, really. It's not the usual sort of thing that I paint, but I've quite enjoyed this one. It's been quite nice to do, not very taxing, not very difficult at all. So like I said, if you are new and you've not tried this sort of painting, then I would recommend giving this one a go. All you need for materials is some masking fluid. You can see I'm taking that out now. You can see the way that gives you the nice clean paper underneath. So it's perfect for waves crashing. And just a handful of colours really. Like I said, I'm using cold pressed paper. I find that quite nice with the texture. So why not give this a go? So just removing the tape now, it gives a nice clean border. And they always seem to look much nicer when they've sort of cropped into sort of a frame. So it does look nice with the masking tape removed. And there we have it. Have a closer look. And this is a Cornwall coastline beach scene with the crashing waves and rocks and cliffs and all that sort of stuff. So I hope you like this one. Please do comment. Please do give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.